It's day, I don't know how many days it's been, but I wish this job was over. That's the day it is. Yesterday, oh wow, 6 hours to go get my materials, go through the store, push the cart around, pick up all my stuff, and I've got it outside, up over the top of the stairs. I had to unload it all, man, and go down the stairs on the side of the house, almost 30 trips yesterday afternoon. And I'm glad that's over with, and now, oh, what do I have to do? I got to clean up. I've got all my stuff ready. I got my earplugs on. I got everything ready. I've got all my stuff down here. I've got to cut this stuff up small enough to fit into that bag. And I've got to take that bag out along with 2 more trips here. Cut this up. I've got to save that notch, I remember. And I've got to take my little platform down. I've got to take this platform down so that I can get up in there and spray. And I'm going to start treating things this afternoon or today. But I've got to do a few things first. I got to take this 2x8 out. See, it's all rotted up in here. I've got to cut this one back somehow. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet with the Sawzall holding my mouth just right so it doesn't kick back at me. And I don't know how far I'm going to take it, maybe there, and then this top plate here I'll take back a little bit. It's all rotted in there, and I just want to get that out, and then I can treat all this area. Before I treat it, I've got to get all this stuff cleaned up, right? And then I've got to broom all this stuff down, get all this sawdust out of here, get all this other stuff out. And if I got a question about using any halfway decent sections of 2x6, ooh, that one's not that great, I'll probably save them. You know, I'm going to save these when I take these down. That's why I put them in with screws, so that it's easy enough for me to take apart. Okay, because I'm going to have to rebuild this after I get everything rebuilt up inside this column and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so I'll save a few pieces like this. I'm going to throw this stuff away, cut that up, cut all this stuff up. I've got 3 sheets of OSB plywood, so I don't need any little crummy scraps like that. Okay, so I got my hands full today, and I want to get this cleaned up because I want to show you the next step. The next step after that is I'm going to spray this with a Hudson sprayer. I'm going to spray it down with something. You're going to be surprised what I use. And I contacted, when I was at the paint store, when I was at Home Depot, I got all my material at Home Depot. I went to the paint department, and I talked to the guy there and told him what my thoughts were on how I was going to treat this, and he agreed with me. Shockingly enough, he agreed with me on what I'm going to use. It's pretty cheap in order to do that. And then I told him I was going to paint this with Kills, and he suggested using another product. So I've got that. I'm going to show you when I get ready to paint. Yes, because after I treat this, I'm going to seal. I'm going to put primer on this, and it's something that's going to protect it, and it's going to kill anything that I don't get before I start installing anything new. I don't want to install anything new until I treat all this stuff. Okay, just to get it so that all the little microbes are not in there busy as a bee, still eating away. You know, it could still be eating away in there. There could be some live stuff, and if I cover that up, maybe it gets some moisture in there, and maybe it gets some activity in there, and it will still grow. I don't know. So I'm going to be on the safe side rather than the sorry side. Yeah, you know, when I bend down, I get the sniffles too. So I got my Kleenex here. I even, or my toilet paper. I even have my phone, and I use Pandora. And usually I check the Eagles station out, and I kind of like that. And I got my water down here. I've got all the comforts that I'm going to need today in order to keep working on my project. Here's a tip for you. See how my glasses are fogging up? I mean, first off, I use just clear ones like this. I don't wear the whole full-formed goggle ones. Those have a tendency to fog up more. But sometimes certain masks make your goggles, your protective eyewear, fog up more than others. This particular one, I'm not really liking it, but that's what I'm going to use today and tomorrow. And so if I push these in nice and snug, see how foggy they get? Okay, I'm gonna wipe those off my shirt. Now, just don't put them on as far. Let them stick out a little bit, and they work much better. You're still going to get it fogging to a certain extent, but just kind of keep aware of that. Once they fog up too much and you're doing something and it's dirty and stuff, wipe them off, put them back on, and put them on about 3/4 of the way and see how that works. I think you'll find it does mo better. I don't know if you've ever found yourself in a tight position and you needed to clean up and you weren't quite sure how to do it the best way. Well, now you've got your bag. This is that IKEA bag. You can get it from IKEA. IKEA, IKEA. That's that furniture store. You have to put everything together pretty much. And I just put all the big stuff on the top. That way when you get out there to the garbage can, you can kind of stack that stuff in there strategically and then dump the rest of it in. And that's, you know, there's no secret to this. Had some cardboard, so I put that cardboard down and it worked out really good for crawling underneath these stairs, because I still have to seal these, and I'm going to use the same cardboard after I shake off all the dust. I got my knee pad, I got my knee brace on. I don't want to overfill this, because then it makes it awkward for me to carry all the way out to the trash. Okay? When I think I've got enough, you know, I'm not a He-Man anymore. I'm not 30 years old anymore. And I just take it easy. Okay? Don't overdo yourself. Know your limitations. Bag works really good. Okay, ready for the trash. Yeah. Now I gotta set my ladder up. A lot of pain working down in this pit.
I'll be back.